Bonjour à tous, c'est Léa Camilleri et je suis avec Brut. Pour ces activistes, se faire arrêter n'est pas un problème. Car pour eux, il est temps d'agir. Et leurs méthodes font parler d'eux. Aujourd'hui, avec Brut, on va vous raconter l'histoire d'un tout nouveau mouvement écolo radical qui fait beaucoup parler de lui en ce moment, Extinction Rebellion.
We, in alignment with our consciences and reasoning, declare ourselves in rebellion against the government and the corrupt, inept institutions that threaten our future.
Get everyone on. Christian, come. Let's go. Everyone go to the centre. Go to the centre of the bridge. Woo! Let's go.
Là, on est en novembre 2018 à Londres et les activistes que vous venez de voir viennent de bloquer les 5 principaux ponts de la ville. Leur but est clair, faire parler d'eux en ralentissant l'économie de la capitale du Royaume-Uni.
I just want to say, everyone take a moment to remember why we're here, and the climate is in desperate need of our help.
Our air is so toxic that the United Kingdom is breaking the law. There will be more wildfires, unpredictable superstorms, increasing famine and the untold drought as food supplies and fresh water disappear.
So what one thing are you going to do when you go home tonight? I'm going to put you on the spot.
You know, honestly, I'm going to do my research.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I can
work out what makes a difference.
100 things of what's what.
This is an English revolution, yeah. That's the plan. Civilised. None of that guillotine business.
I'm hoping that it will initiate a significant amount of economic disruption for the City of London in order to fundamentally change the structures of society at the present time. It's necessary to build a mass participation civil disobedience movement. The last thing police officers want to do is have some violent mass protest in 3 or 4 years' time when people haven't got enough food. I mean, it'll be hell for you. We're the nice people, right? But you know, if food prices double in the UK, you're not going to be dealing with people like us, you'll be dealing with people that are mad as hell. And you're going to be on the front line of it.
L'homme que vous venez de voir faire la leçon à un policier britannique, c'est l'un des fondateurs du mouvement Extinction Rebellion. Il s'appelle Roger Hallam. C'est un ancien agriculteur bio et chercheur en désobéissance civile. Le chercheur au King's College de Londres décide de mettre en pratique ses recherches et organise dans la fac une manif musclée contre les dirigeants de l'établissement qui l'accusent de maltraiter la planète. C'est en février 2017 et ça se passe comme ça.
We've been campaigning for 5 years to get them to see sense. We're not waiting any longer, we're taking direct action.
You guys seem very concerned about the fact that we're supposedly damaging your building, but not about the fact that King's is damaging the planet by having all its investments in fossil fuels. And that's permanent damage. Okay, we've temporarily sprayed chalk on the walls and you're getting concerned about that.
Pour cette opération, Roger Hallam et un élève ont fini au poste. Ils ont été poursuivis pour dégradation pour finalement être acquittés.
I'm not risking anything. I'm making a stand for common humanity, and what will be will be.
Time for the elites to grow up.
Yeah, exactly. Time for the elites
And
to
get
grow
a
up.
grip on physics.
Le mouvement Extinction Rebellion a 3 principales revendications. La reconnaissance de la gravité et de l'urgence des crises écologiques actuelles et une communication honnête à ce sujet. En gros, ils veulent que les gouvernements reconnaissent les menaces qui pèsent sur la planète et prennent leurs responsabilités.
Every day, 60 species are going extinct. You can Google that. It's a fact. We are on the way to our own extinction. And if we don't do anything now, there will be no tomorrow for us, for our children, and it's up to us to have some responsibility with our planet, with our people, with our brethren, to make a difference now.
Les activistes demandent aussi une réduction immédiate des émissions de gaz à effet de serre pour atteindre la neutralité carbone en 2025.
We need to have drastic action. We need to take measures that people actually show real commitment to making real sacrifices to meet the needs of a planet that is fast going towards extinction.
Enfin, ils demandent la création d'une assemblée citoyenne chargée de décider des mesures à mettre en place pour atteindre ces objectifs. Vous avez déjà peut-être croisé ce sigle dans la rue, et bien c'est normal car il a été pensé pour ça. Immédiatement identifiable et facile à reproduire, le logo d'Extinction Rebellion évoque un cercle qui représente la Terre avec à l'intérieur un sablier qui représente l'urgence qu'il y a à agir. Et vous allez voir, leurs militants préparent minutieusement leurs actions.
You're not there to enjoy the day, you're there to be arrested or not be arrested, and that's a decision that you choose or not choose to do.
Le mouvement Extinction Rebellion a un principe de base, la désobéissance civile. C'est-à-dire ne pas respecter une loi de manière publique, collective et non violente pour défendre une cause, quitte à se faire arrêter par la police.
It takes a long time for the police to get round to talking to you. When they do talk to you, there's a 5-stage warning process. And if you get to the 4th stage of warning, or 2nd or 3rd, and you want to move, that's fine.
In terms of the 5-stage warning process, how do you know warnings are being given? Do they say this is your first warning, this is your second warning, or is it?
Not necessarily, but it'll go through the process. Sorry,
it's going to be very clear. The police approaches you and talks directly to you, so it's very obvious.
The stages will include the words, "If you do not move, you will be arrested." Okay. So it's quite apparent.
Et pour mettre en application cette désobéissance civile non violente, tous les moyens sont bons, sitting, blocage de ponts, de routes. Les opérations d'Extinction Rebellion se multiplient et prennent de plus en plus de place dans les médias. Et forcément, ça plaît pas à tout le monde.
I mean, this is like disrupting everybody's life. To do what? I understand. You see, like they're doing it again. Somebody may be wanting to reach somewhere and they can't reach on time.
This is what democracy looks like!
We don't want to inconvenience people. We know that people are busy and it's not our goal to make them stand in traffic, but we feel that traditional methods of collectivism and petitioning our representatives hasn't worked, so direct action is our last chance.
We're always sorry that we inconvenience people, but there is, at this point, there's no choice. There's really no choice.
Whose streets? Our streets! Whose future? Our future! Tell me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
Eh bien, bougez!
Since you have refused to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not cooperate and accompany the arresting officer to the prisoner transport vehicle, or if you resist arrest, you may be charged with additional crimes.
Extinction Rebellion XR pour les intimes a à peine 1 an d'existence et a déjà des ambassadeurs plutôt connus.
I'm Willem Dafoe in Mexico, and I'm with you.
Extinction Rebellion is doing an amazing job to show the world that we care and we have to work together in order to be and protect this common home called our planet.
Now's the time to save the planet. As we all know, there is no planet B.
Extinction Rebellion, c'est donc des porte-paroles VIP et des activistes au profil très varié, comme Brut a pu le constater dans son QG londonien.
Yeah, people from every age. The kids are the ones pushing because they want to come. Well, the oldest person, I think, is 82, who's been arrested. Some people are students that have taken a year out of their degrees in order to come and devote to this. So I've taken all my holiday to come and do this. So it really, really varies. And then some people are squeezing it in amongst their work. So they come here after they've worked.
Après Londres, Extinction Rebellion a désormais des antennes à Paris, Berlin, Madrid, Bruxelles. Aujourd'hui, ces militants s'organisent pour que leur message choc fasse bouger les gouvernements et les citoyens du monde entier.
This is not a UK movement. This is a global movement because it's not about French, it's not about the British, it's not about the Spanish. It's about humanity. It's about someone in Nairobi, it's about someone in Sydney, it's about someone in Bogota, Colombia. It's about all of us joining hands and making a difference, because if not, there will be no tomorrow to speak of.
What we are doing, there will be no planet left to live on. There will be no planet left to fight for if we don't change things now, if we don't change things yesterday.
We have a small window of the next year or two to really turn things around if we're going to have a chance of saving a survival for our future, for our children. What is there that's more important than saving our species? And we want to stop that.
Il y a urgence et ce n'est pas qu'Extinction Rebellion qui le dit. L'ONU nous donne jusqu'à 2020 pour agir et 2020, c'est demain.